Okay. Um, I don't remember a ton from class. Well, I kind of do. I just want to start by saying I completely agree with you, Mr. Jordan. Um, in the sense of, especially if I have kids, if I have people that depend on me, and I'm about to die, then yeah, I absolutely want them to do everything possible to save my life. I mean, I feel like that's pretty obvious. Why wouldn't it? And I don't feel like that's selfish at all. I mean, I think it's selfish to not want that if you have people depending on you. Now, if it were to happen to me right now, yeah, I still would want them to do everything in their power to save my life, because I know the pain it would bring my parents and people that love me if I were to die. So, I mean, there's just that. You could argue it's selfish for wanting them to keep you alive, and you could argue it's selfish for not wanting them to, because of the pain it's going to bring others, I guess. Um, Tuesday's class, I think, is when we talked about breakthroughs in medicine. I said 3D printing for like prosthetics and stuff. Mostly because I was gonna also say MRIs, because I've had like 9 of them in my life. So definitely, for me personally, has been one of the most important breakthroughs in medical technology. Um, and then I have the list: in vitro fertilization, birth control pills, blah 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 blah. One thing that kind of blew my mind. Let me find it here. We were talking about, you asked who the best heart surgeon was in the world. And I was looking on this list. So it has number 1 I can't pronounce his name, but number 2 performed over 5,000 cardiac surgeries and over 1,000 heart transplants. But some of these dudes, it's just absurd. I mean, 3 and 4 both performed over 5,000 open heart surgeries. This guy, Ramakanta Panda, I think is how you say it. I don't know how you say his name. Some Indian guy, I believe. He's performed over 20,000 heart surgeries. Like, holy crap. 99.7% success rate. That's wild. Number 6 has done 10,000. Oh, this guy. Naresh Trehan. In his extensive career of over 40 years, he's performed over 48,000 cardiac surgeries so far. That is absurd. I mean, do some math. So 48,000, and he's done it for 40 years. So that's 12,000 a year. 1,200 a year, sorry. That doesn't even make sense. Divide that by 365. So he's doing 3.2 a day for 40 years. That is bonkers. I mean, holy crap. I feel like that's got to be a lie. Anyway, I guess back to what we talked about in class on Thursday. Do I know what my parents would want? in that situation, no, I don't. I have not talked to them about that, and I think I probably will when I go home next weekend. Do they know what I want? No. I mean, I I guess you could. There's different ways to look at it. Like, I don't know if you know the song "One" by Metallica. They're my favorite band. Got posters up there. Best band of all time. The song "One" by Metallica is about a soldier who steps on an IED and loses all his senses. So he's basically trapped in his body. Like, he has no sight, no sense of smell, no hearing. He can't speak, and he has no limbs, no arms, no legs. So he is. I mean, I don't think there would be. That has to be the worst form of torture possible. I mean, he is literally trapped in his body. And the song, I don't think it's a true story, but it goes on to, he somehow, through nodding his head, communicates through Morse code that he wants him to kill him. So if I was in a situation like that, I mean, that's a little extreme, but in a situation like that, then yeah, probably kill me. But I mean, if there's especially if I have kids, then I don't care if I am going to be suffering if they save my life. I want my kids to know me, obviously, and I want to experience their lives as long as I possibly can. And I don't know. I would just hate to have kids and then die right away. I mean, that is just horrible. Yeah, I don't know what else to say about the topic, other than I agree with you. Like usual, it seems. So yeah, cool.